So, we're on Season 4, Episode 10, apparently Rainbow Falls. As I am typically trying to stay as blind as possible, I don't know anything about the episode, with the exception of apparently there was a tweet where, I think it was Megan McCarthy, was saying we're all gonna lose our minds at some point in the episode, or something like that. Who knows, we'll see. I'm expecting a song, just because there's been so many songs. And yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I'm not really sure what to expect this episode. One thing I'd forgotten, which I was doing before, was looking at past episodes and comparing them. And I'm not going to go back and do that for the last few episodes, but for, let's see, we're on episode 10, so it's probably going to be a mix again. I'm looking at Season 1. Season 1 was Swarm of the Century. I hated Swarm of the Century. It was so obvious Pinky knew what was going on, and she wasn't telling anyone. And let's see, Season 2, Secret of My Excess. And that was an excellent episode. Man, MLP doesn't seem to have much consistency for wherein the season episodes are good. Secret of My Excess was an interesting look in the spike, but also just the wrap-up with him trying to confess to Rarity. I thought that was one of the most impressive ways to handle that sort of relationship. And then Season 3, which we're starting to run out of Season 3 episodes to compare to, is Spike at Your Service. On to the 10th episode. Play.
Alright, ponies, listen up! We're all ears, right, Bulk Biceps?
What? Bulk Biceps?
Muscles! Yeah!
Oh.
I like your attitude, Bulk Biceps.
Okay.
But it's gonna take more than muscles and to get us to the Equestria Games.
He's gotten 2 names already, and they didn't go with either of them.
To make sure that we qualify at the tryouts. And do I need to remind you how much I mean, Ponyville wants to qualify and make it to the games? I remember. I really want to qualify for
Are the Equestria Games a running thing this season?
Give me a P for Ponyville!
Hey!
Oh, thanks, Pinkie.
The cheerleader
That
outfit.
was scary. I mean, great cheer. Just make sure you have one ready for when
It's
we
probably a
qualify
leftover
for
from
the
G2.
aerial relay.
And after that,
Even though G2 technically doesn't exist.
Games.
Not so fast. If you're gonna be good, you're gonna be better with some of my apple brown betties in you.
Those
They're
don't
perfect.
look... Okay, they're muffins. Those look... Well...
Alright, team.
Roshan, why are you eating off the ground? Pick it up and just
Put some
bring it
veggies
to your
on
mouth.
these. Flap those wings. And I want to see all 4 hooves off the ground in the
Why
count
is it...
of 3.
Why is it this group?
1, 2, 3.
It's like some of the worst flyers when you've got other ones, like you've got... you've got essentially everyone
Don't forget to breathe while you're up
from
there.
Hurricane Fluttershy. They're all Ponyville bunnies.
P is for, pain.
Uguu. Uguu. Uguu.
Good luck, Rainbow Dash. Sorry we couldn't fly with you on the aerial
That's not
relay.
Thunderlane, is it? I
The
don't
air
think so.
sprinters needed us too.
Something about
Too
the
bad
name
we
looked
can only
different,
compete in
especially
one
the shorter
event.
tail.
But rules are rules.
Good luck.
Hmm.
It was nice of you to be part of the team that
We actually could have focused on... I want to say Snowflake, but
nothing nice
this
about
is
it.
bulging
I know
biceps.
that I can pick up the slack for any pony. With me on the team, we'll qualify. I'm sure of it. Ponyville is very lucky.
Also, if this is Equestria Games, I don't get how these really mesh together. Is this like a year-long event and they have it every decade or so?
I am so proud to be representing Ponyville. Oh, it's such an honor to even try out for the games. I just hope I don't let any pony down.
We'll make them proud!
Yes, we're proud! We're gonna be the best fans any pony has ever seen! Ooh,
Why is everyone appearing out of nowhere?
Even though I am absolutely sure they won't be better than the Ponyville uniforms I'm designing for the Equestria Games.
And we will make it to the games once every pony carbo loads on my apple brown betties.
I can't wait!
Interesting show. It's a nice perspective. Oh! Rainbow Falls? Is actually a town there, or is there somewhere else? That's right, we've seen this before, unless this is like a different part of the falls or something. I don't know. Same music from the Academy. Oh, there's a lot of flyers and it's fun. Oh, here's a lot of people. Is that very fun? No, that's not very fun.
There's Rainbow
Oh.
Dash! She's an awesome flyer!
It's the Flying
I
Doctor.
heard that she's flying the last third of the relay, which means every pony else is gonna have to be way ahead to beat her.
Whoa. Actual Sonic
the
Boom.
Wonderbolts!
I hear they're flying for
Fleetfoot.
Cloudsdale. Then
We're at the
Cloudsdale
Sea
will
Fleet.
definitely qualify. They're the best flyers ever. And the game is on.
Huh, nice to see there's some real competition here.
2 more days of practice, then we'll see you in the air, Rainbow Dash. If you're lucky.
First time she's talked. Actually, it's great to hear all these old
The
voices and
Wonderbolts
new
know a
voices
winner when
and...
they see one.
Huh.
And we'll be winners
This is
just
just
as
like
soon as
Hurricane
we
Fluttershy, where it's
practice.
just introducing a lot of
Right.
backgrounds.
Yeah!
Background ponies, whatever.
And, I'm with her. Hooray! Give us some claws! Give us
Oh.
some tails! And what do you
They're
get?
new.
Cloudsdale! Where can I get pom-poms like those?
So, do I need to remind you of what our goal is here?
Maybe?
We want to qualify. We need to be one of the first.
Actually,
4
thinking
teams
back,
to
it's kind of
cross the
interesting
finish line.
that of
Both
the
biceps,
Winter
you're the
Bolts that
first
showed
flyer,
up,
So let me see you
the
fly.
2 that haven't talked to Rainbow Dash as much are the ones that talk to her, not Spitfire. Sure, they've had some interaction before, but wasn't much.
Sorry, got the idea from them, but
Lunchtime cakes up!
it looks like they got better aim.
Okay, the passing of the baton needs to be seamless.
You shouldn't miss a wing beat or drop a hair in altitude. And whatever you do, don't let go of it.
Are you really sure you're ready? I mean,
I'm not really sure what the plot is so far exactly. Maybe I've just kind of missed stuff, but like the conflict doesn't seem to be. Conflict seems to be more like it's just going to be bulging biceps, Fluttershy not doing that well.
You are using that!
But it's not like Rainbow's being too hard on them.
Color-coordinated horseshoes or anything.
She's being reasonably tough.
I guess
Also, it's not the first time we've seen Spitfire without
Do what?
any any clothes on.
Qualifying and going
Goggles
to the
aside.
Equestria Games than others.
Massage.
And learn. The Cloudsdales are Wonderbolts. And Wonderbolts are the best flyers there are. And my personal heroes. So maybe you can learn something. Please learn something. Come on, Soren. Pick up the pace. You can do better than that. I sure hope so. Practice! Practice! Yay! Practice! Whoa!
You've got enough space, someone could go fly and catch you. Yeah, there you go.
Awesome! As good as any Wonderbolt. Oh, Rainbow Dash, I'm just so proud of you. You
She's
stuck
definitely getting
Soren out of the
closer
sky
to-
and brought him down to the ground.
Well,
And
not
now-
being a
now he's
Wonderbolt,
okay.
but
At least I
she's a
hope
lot
he's
more
okay.
friendly
Are
and
you okay?
Oh, my wing hurts. But I'm sure it'll be okay by the competition.
that just looks horrifying.
You're the best, Rainbow Dash.
I know rainbows are kind of a normal thing around, but the rainbow on the front of the car just looks too cutesy and dumb.
P is for Rainbow Dash!
Rainbow Dash actually starts with an R.
Never mind!
Tough break to lose a teammate right before the tryouts.
You know, you grew up in Cloudsdale. So that means you could fly with us.
Why?
We mean practice. You could practice with us until Soren is better. What do you say? Want to be our third?
I don't know.
Interesting.
It really needs me to be at my best in order to qualify. Don't want to be too worn out by the time the race comes around.
We put you through some pretty intense workouts at the Wonderbolt Academy, and you handled those just fine.
I did kick some major tail at the academy, but I don't know how my teammates will feel about me practicing with the competition.
Who says they need to know? Think about it, Rainbow Dash. This is your chance to fly with the winners.
It's not exactly like it's bad temptation. It's kind of adding towards her ambitions.
All right, I'll do it.
And it's not like she
Wise
needs.
decision, Rainbow Dash.
I was going to say she doesn't need to be that loyal to Ponyville, but this is going to be a loyalty episode, isn't it?
Awesome! Winnie, ponies, Winnie! Fly on, fly on, fly on!
Interesting. The one on the one side is like the same colors as the Cloud Chaser and her sister,
Biceps, you can
but it's
do
not
it!
either of them. Oh.
And I'm ready to take the horseshoe, if you want me to.
While Dash needs to be kind of loyal to her current residents, it's not that she knows they're not gonna win. It's Fluttershy and bulging biceps.
Whoa, keep doing your wing-ups. I'm just gonna go get some, water.
That she's hiding it is the issue. At least Rainbow has enough stamina that this isn't wearing her out. Bulging biceps is kind of an idiot, kind of not the best flyer or anything. He seems like a decent guy. Huh. Well, that's gonna show up a lot. Oh, what?
Too much?
Ugh. Nice job. Where'd you even hide it? Just in the tree?
It's not easy practicing with two teams, is it?
You know? Does any pony else?
No.
You know,
They're too
actually,
busy
now that I think
practicing
about
to
it,
wonder
why
you
is...
keep
Okay,
disappearing.
there's the whole Alicorn thing, but why isn't Twilight representing Ponyville over the two that they have? I mean, if you're not going to have the weather team that Ponyville has, even Twilight's better than Fluttershy at flying. Even if Fluttershy grew up as a Pegasus.
Besides, Ponyville will still qualify.
Rainbow Dash, you got a minute?
Oh, is it just qualifies? Or
You can
qualifying
really be an athlete,
qualifiers,
Torty.
whatever.
So, we want you to join the Cloudsdale team. Permanently. It looks like Soren's wing won't heal in time for the trials. We want you to fly with us. Of course, this
It's not
means you
exactly
won't be able
cheating
to fly for
that
Ponyville.
the Wonderbolts
But
are the ones
let's face it,
representing
even with you on
Cloudsdale.
their team,
It's just
your chances of
using your
qualifying
best
for the games
athletes
are pretty slim.
for the competition.
So, what's it gonna be?
Well,
Even Cloudsdale is almost entirely Pegasus,
time to
and
think
almost
about it.
all the Pegasus. It makes sense.
they want me to fly with them. It's like a dream come true.
If you fly for Cloudsdale, Pinkie Pie won't have any pony to cheer for. Rarity's uniforms will never be seen, and Applejack will have slaved over those apple brown Betties for nothing.
But I really want
That's
to
not necessarily true.
What would you do?
I think this is a decision you have to make on your own. The race is tomorrow, so you better make it soon.
She's gonna pick Ponyville. Yeah, it's a loyalty issue, but it's really... You're giving up a chance at furthering what you've always wanted.
Woe is me!
Oh, God, no! 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 No!
I've hurt my hoof.
No! What?
All of them?
That wig.
I, tripped on a foam hoof.
And as I was saying,
landed
no!
on a pokey stick
I hate these types of situations where you're faking something that's so obvious. It's not gonna end up well for you. People are gonna realize
Fly now.
you're just making a fool of yourself.
Oh,
Oh.
I'll be lucky if I ever fly again. I just need a little rest.
Oh, don't worry, Rainbow Dash. We'll take care of you, or at least some pony will, like a medic or a doctor or a nurse. So, the medic pony isn't sure what's wrong with you.
Everything, absolutely everything.
You know, I'll agree with you there. You are dumb, Rainbow Dash. This isn't the way out of it.
I couldn't have done that on my own.
You're just avoiding picking.
Medical pizzazz, silk slings and a glitter bandage.
Ew.
That might help.
No, it won't. I'm not gonna be happy about that.
And how is our patient doing?
I've been better.
We just wanted to let you know that we're so sorry you're hurt, but you shouldn't worry a bit about not being able to be in the tryouts. We'll be all right. We even have a replacement.
Oh! That's what you
We're
meant.
so sorry that you can't do that.
Okay.
We all know how much you love to fly, and we promise
Cross our hearts!
that if we qualify and make it to the Equestria Games,
It's
and
nice to
all
see you
win
again,
gold medals,
Ditzy.
you can have ours, because we know how much a gold medal means to you.
Thanks.
I think Rainbow Dash might need to rest some more.
Don't forget your baddies.
You know, choosing not to choose isn't really a decision.
You sure have nice friends. No pony's been by to visit me. Too busy practicing, I guess.
Well, hopefully your wing will be better soon.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, all the shippers are gonna be so
My
happy.
team wants me back.
What do you mean wants you back? Spitfire and Fleetfoot told me that you were still too injured to fly.
And they told me that they were worried I wouldn't be 100% by the tryouts. So they were going with some pony else.
Huh.
That some pony else was me. Until I got hurt, that is.
So, I guess we're all out of luck. Cloudsdale won't qualify without 3 flyers, and Ponyville
You can find
won't
another.
qualify without
Cloudsdale
you.
is all Pegasi.
God.
Oh. You know, if it wasn't for me learning about it after I watched Rarity Takes Manhattan, I would have realized then that there's something going on with the rainbows.
No offense. What am I gonna do with all these now?
What were you gonna do with them?
You're not gonna have Ditzy talk, are you? Oh well.
Maybe my Equestria Games uniforms will still be in style next year. I mean, I am pretty fashion forward.
Kinda curious how Ditzy's even there when
Is that
they showed Equestria Girls on TV and they cut out the parts where human Ditzy showed up.
Does this mean you're feeling better?
I feel great because I was never hurt in the first place.
Well, at least it's not a slow reveal, it's just kinda...
I faked my injury so
Yeah,
that
I
I
was
wouldn't have to choose
faking,
between
whatever.
flying for Ponyville or Cloudsdale. I wanted to fly with you both, and the decision was too hard.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, you don't have to choose us. I know you love to win, and you should go with the team that surely will.
I know now who I should have been loyal to.
Good choice. Always stick with the winners.
Ponyville. Because it's not just where I live, but it's where my friends are. The ponies who really care about me. Whether I can help them win a race or not.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
You lied to me about Soren's wing just so you could get a better flyer. You may be a winning team.
So they actually
still not
rank
the kind
her
of
better
team
than
I
Soren.
want to be a part of.
Huh. Rainbow Dash, you are something. Saw it at the Academy, seeing it again here. We could learn a lot from a competitor like you.
Think we already have.
Ready to fly?
Really?
But,
Never should have lied and tried to replace it to begin with.
well,
Oh, no, close still!
Come on, Ponyville Relay Team. We've got a race to get ready for.
Yeah!
Come on, Ponyville! You can do it!
for everyone else, that wouldn't be a limbo type of competition. What the? Interesting choice, Twilight. Interesting choice.
Qualify, Ponyville! Qualify, Ponyville!
That hair. I don't think she's actually going to make it.
Ponyville qualified!
Okay. This is definitely a much better way to have Ditzy show up in an episode. Oh, Griffins. Have Ditzy show up in an episode where she's just kind of happy around, they include her. So it's easier for there not to be any sort of controversy of being offensive or whatever. She's just part of them. She's just one of them.
Equestria Games, here we come! I can't deny it. I love to win. But if I ever gotta choose between winning and being loyal to my friends, I'm always gonna choose my friends. 'Cause as much as I love winning, I love them way.
That seems a bit more diary-ish. Especially considering it's Rainbow Dash. Oh! This key too. I was definitely not expecting Ditzy. Maybe I should have in retrospect, but I don't know. I'm going to have to consider a lot on that episode. There was a lot to take in. There was a lot of interesting progression with her, and it definitely seems like she's on the track to be a Wonderbolt definitely now. Of course, there should be a few other Wonderbolts. It's not like there's just those three. Fleetfoot is not often with them. I kind of wonder, there were some moments where Ditzy was off on the side. I was wondering if this was going to be how it was in the Equestria Girls when they showed it on TV, where Ditzy went by in the corner of the screen during the actual movie, which is one of the few times I've actually caught Ditzy as she's going by, when I first saw it in the theater. But they trimmed it down, they kind of zoomed in a bit so you couldn't actually see Ditzy in the corner. I was kind of worried that that's how this was going to be for this episode, where I was worried that they're going to have other versions that'll be released later on, or when it's up on iTunes or whatever, where they trim down the screen a bit so you don't see Ditzy, and they cut out the scene where they talk about a replacement, or they show who the replacement is. But there were some scenes where Ditzy was right in the middle. But, man, I've got so much to save for just right after it, but I'm going to save it all for when I come back to this episode next time. I did take a look around and watched a lot of different reactions to people seeing Ditzy. There was one, which I don't really care for the format that they did, because it's just a face cam and no feed of the actual episode. But they had a legitimate spit take. It's great that those things happen every now and then, and that it was captured on film. You gotta love that. Let's see, going through all the different points, I guess. Bulk biceps. It was interesting to see him get a more fleshed out role, especially considering he was just a one-off joke back in season 2. Fluttershy was in the episode. And then there was the Wonderbolts. There was some negativity towards the Wonderbolts being kind of antagonistic this episode. It's still kind of unclear what exactly the Wonderbolts are. Like, the old comparison was the Blue Angels, and they do seem to have some sort of military functions or protectors of Equestria functions. We're really not sure how many of them there are. We've mainly seen those 3. I didn't think it was really that out of character. They were more taking advantage of the situation and doing it not in the best way, but whatever mistakes they did make were pointed out to them. And it is good that, moving on to Dash, it's not like she regressed character-wise. Okay, there was the moment where she was bandaged up and I was yelling at the computer because I hate those types of situations where it's someone setting up something or giving some sort of lie where it's never going to hold up. It's going to come crashing down in their face. When it's those sort of plots where they're just keeping up a facade for something that they obviously can't do or are not, and when it drags on, it's just painful. God. Thankfully, that didn't last too long, and it was handled better, especially the reveal that she was fine. Did it really quickly, no need for, "Oh no, why did you do this? You lied to all of us. Now we can't be friends for the rest of the episode up till like the last minute or 2. Which again is another reason why Rarity takes main hand. It's great because her friends know that she can have her moments of selfishness or taking advantage of them, but overall she's still their friend. Soren, we haven't seen since his debut, as far as I know. Well, no talking at least. And it was good to see him again. And they put in a fair amount of shipping fuel, which I know a lot of people will like. And it's great to see Dash actually... She's definitely at the point where she's seriously considered to be a Wonderbolt. It's just the offer has not come to her yet. Before, I think there was actually a pick which put it best, which was how it used to be, was Rainbow Dash had all the skills necessary to be a Wonderbolt, especially with Sonic Rainbow, that almost guarantees her a spot. But that she was quite lazy and not the most level-headed is what held her back from being nominated at that point. Of course, now it looks more like at some point she'll get the invitation, but for now, she's good on her own. And then Fleetfoot. I was excited to see Fleetfoot. She was a fun part of Mac's comic arc. I know there were some slight design tweaks, but who cares? Her voice sounded familiar, and in not a good way. Like, it sounded like someone putting on a voice. That voice and most of what she said that's probably the only time we're gonna see her. If she needs more good time, comics probably handle her better as they did before. For the episode, I think I covered everything I wanted to. Did see I covered before I cut off. And we got another one of apparently the keys. It's one I'll probably return to a number of times.